So I want to welcome you back to the second half of the third annual Eco Village Spark Fest. And our next act is one of the rare treasures of Eco Village. A man who has been trying to get me to buy some jokes from him for many years. I think I could use some. Please give a warm welcome to Jim Bogley.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be back here at SparkFest for the third time. I think this is my third time at SparkFest. In fact, you may recall the first time I was here a couple years ago, 2 years ago, I showed some slides and may have embarrassed a few people. And last year, I sang a song and may have embarrassed a few more people. So you may be wondering what I'm going to be doing this year to embarrass you all. But I forewarned you, so how could I possibly embarrass anyone this evening? But anyway, now that you've been forewarned, I do have something for this evening. It's kind of an interesting thing. Back in 1941, radio was very hot. Everybody wanted to be a radio broadcaster, a radio station announcer. As a matter of fact, there were just thousands of people lining up to be auditioned to be announcer on radio. So the Radio Broadcasters Association of America devised a test to make sure that people had diction, enunciation, memory, retention, and so forth. And this test has all 26 letters of the alphabet used at different times, all kinds of things. This is the test that was used to weed out all those people who were not able to enunciate correctly. And so I offer you, I have passed my radio test and I have my license. And therefore I offer this to you also, so that you may also perhaps become a radio station announcer. All you have to do is repeat after me. Are we ready? One hen. One hen. One hen, two ducks.
One hen, two ducks.
One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese.
One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese.
One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four Limerick oysters.
One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four Limerick oysters.
One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four Limerick oysters, five corpulent porpoises. One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four corpulent porpoises, five corpulent porpoises. Yes, I missed that out. Okay. One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four Limerick oysters, five corpulent porpoises, six pairs of Don Elviso's tweezers. Are you ready? One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four Limerick oysters, five corpulent porpoises, six pairs of Don Elviso's tweezers, 7,000 Macedonians in full battle array. One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four Limerick oysters, five corpulent porpoises, six pairs of Don Elviso's tweezers, 7,000 Macedonians in full battle array, 8 brass monkeys from the ancient sacred crypts of Egypt. One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four Limerick oysters, five corpulent porpoises, six pairs of Don Elviso's tweezers, 7,000 Macedonians in full battle array, 8 brass monkeys from the ancient sacred crypts of Egypt, 9 apathetic, sympathetic, diabetic old men on roller skates with a marked propensity towards procrastination and sloth. Are you ready? One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four Limerick oysters, five corpulent porpoises, six pairs of Don Elviso's tweezers, 7,000 Macedonians in full battle array, 8 brass monkeys from the ancient sacred crypts of Egypt, 9 apathetic, sympathetic, diabetic old men on roller skates with a marked propensity towards procrastination and sloth. There's one more. 10 lyrical, spherical, diabolical denizens of the deep who haul stall around the corner of the quo, of the quay, of the quivy, all at the same time. You ready? 1 hen, 2 ducks, 3 squawking geese, 4 limerick oysters, 5 corcoran porpoises, 6 pairs of Donnell Bizo tweezers, 7,000 Macedonians in full battle array, 8 brass monkeys from the ancient sacred crypts of Egypt, 9 apathetic, sympathetic, diabetic old men on roller skates with a marked propensity towards procrastination and sloth, 10 lyrical, spherical, diabolical denizens of the deep who haul stall around the corner of the quay, of the quivy, all at the same time. Thank you very much. And, by the way, you've all been punked. Because, whether you know it or not, you have just memorized this whole bunch of numbers, this whole bunch of letters and words and phrases, so that from now on, whether you know it or not, you will always have this in your memory. So if someone said 1 hen, you say 2 ducks. Diabetic old men on roller skates. So you've all been punked, and thank you very much for letting me take over your mic.
Jim Mosley, come here and take a bow.